what's up you guys, this is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Quick Draw, we're playing one-handed when we take a look at the Nami solo. So, the Nami solo is a single-handed version of the dual sword pairing Nami Skyla. Interestingly enough, DE used it to fill a very desperate gap in their machete arsenal. Now, I'm not necessarily fond of the fact that they basically just reused the art assets from the Nami, but I'll be honest, that squiggly little dagger was fucking hideous. Now, the real question is, how does it fare on its own? You can pick up the Nami Solo's blueprint in the market for 20,000 credits. But if you're not a huge fan of farming Argon, you can always pick it up pre-built along with a weapon slot and catalyst for 175 plat. So the Nami Solo's primary damage type is slashing, with just a little thrown into impact and puncture. And as we know, slashing is great for pretty much all fleshy targets. It's just a matter of remembering to equip the appropriate elemental combos to eat through Grineer armor and shatter Corpus shields. Because let's face it, it's all just raw meat when you strip it down. Now, I won't beat around the bush, mainly because vaginas freak me out, but regardless, machetes in Warframe have never been all too powerful, and the Nami Solo definitely falls in line with that. While it does have a quick attack speed and decent base status chance, its base damage is quite low. To top it off, its short attack range doesn't make this thing any more desirable, even with the recent combo additions to the machete stance. However, there are two saving graces for this weapon that may make it feasible for play. First off is its substantial base status chance. Tossing a single Cicero or Tether mod on this weapon can boost it up to 40%, and combined with its quick attack speed can add a decent amount of supplemental damage, via its strong base and slashing or whatever element it decides to proc. Next is its melee crit modifier. While its base crit chance is fairly low and only moddable to about 25% with a max point strike, its crit modifier combined with a max organ strike can allow it to deal almost 4 times its modified damage. However, this is clearly only an option for stealth-based frames, as the crit damage modifier is only consistent in stealth, making this an extremely niche weapon. It's like the butt plug of melee combat. Boop boop boop, modding time! Now, I don't really see the Nami Solo being all too effective at anything other than status and stealth builds. So after you've got your base mod set up and you begin working with your quality of life mods, I'm definitely going to recommend tossing in a Cicero or Tethra Elemental mod to boost the status chance, and the Organ Shatter and Berserker mods for their synergies with stealth frames. So all in all, the Nami Solo is a pretty toy for new players, especially since it comes with a V polarity slot which makes modding a bit easier. I'd even go as far to say that since the machete stance is a fairly easy drop to come across, this wouldn't be a horrible mid-tier stealth weapon. Unfortunately, it doesn't offer much to veterans, other than a couple extra points from mastery. So when it all comes down to it, I guess that squiggly little dagger must have been doing some serious work. So thank you all for watching another episode of the Quick Draw. Since the Nami Solo was a bit of a letdown, I'll link you guys to a couple of melee weapons that I do quite enjoy. The sexy Dagger Prime and the dirty Scoliac. So be sure to do the thing that I ask you to do at the end of every one of these, and as always, stay tuned for more one-handed playtime here at A Gay Guy Plays. Seriously though, compared to a butt plug, a dildo is like the fucking Swiss Army knife of sex toys.